What's up, guys? Most of you guys know me as a dog person, but today I got a cat. It's about time that the Jetta gets a catalytic converter. We've been running catless for a little while. Don't tell anyone, it never hit the street. But we're going to show you guys how to put a cat on a car that doesn't have one today. So stay tuned and let's throw this thing on. So basically there is a getaway of doing this if you don't have a welder. You could clamp it on by putting in some pipe inserts and clamps. But we have the luxury of having an $80 welder that we bought from Princess Auto, and we're going to use it to throw this bad boy on. Obviously not everything can go right ever when you're working on a car, so one of the bolts is seized. We're going to have to chop it off and grinder action time. And remember, safety first, kids. Success. Whew. So our cat is going to basically be going in here till about there. Then we're going to put a bung in so we can have an oxygen sensor in the back and hopefully get rid of our Volkswagen check engine light. Alright, so we took our tape measure, we measured front to back on here, it's 19 inches. So now we're going to chop, we're going to put our new cat on, and as long as it equals 19 inches and I can slide it back into the other pipe, we're good to go. After that, we're going to drill our oxygen sensor hole behind the cat for the secondary O2, the post-cat O2. There is one here right now, but it's kind of rusty. I don't really feel like playing with it. We got ourselves a new bung while we were ordering the cat, and we'll just weld that on too. Alright, here goes nothing. If you don't have a chop saw, it is a quality investment, and I highly suggest you look into it. So basically we're just going to slide this along, get a few more inches off it, and we will be good to go. So since the other one's 19, this one's 14, we got to chop 5 inches out of it. Well, that was bad math. Let's not do that math again. Well, if you're like me, you've probably lost half the tools that you own. So I can't find my Christmas tree drill bit, which means I can't put a hole in for the oxygen sensor. Which means it's time for a field trip to Princess Auto. And if you don't have a Princess Auto, you should get one. Or move somewhere that has one, because it's pretty useful. Place this lovely piece of pipe in here. Alright, if you have good holiday spirit, you know exactly what this is. This is a Christmas tree drill bit, useful for drilling Christmas trees. So, what we're going to do is we've marked it off with our paint marker here. This is how deep it needs to drill in to have the proper hole for the oxygen. We're almost right. Okay. And bam! You have a hole in your exhaust now. Look at you go. Perfect fit for that O2 bung. Just double check that your O2 sensor fits into it, which it very well should. And there you have it, folks. Whoop-de-doo-dah. Alright, so we're going to be using a flux core welder for this job because it was $80 and I'm too poor to afford anything else. So, place the oxygen bung like so. Make sure it's kind of lined up and tack it in place. Okay, once you're happy with your placement, you can weld around. And if you have a nice setup, you'll have a table and stuff. I don't, so whatever. Alright, so now we got the O2 bung welded in. We're just going to basically cap everything else off, weld the bead around in the front and over here instead of putting clamps on, because clamps are for ghetto people. So if you have a welder, do it right. Alright, well if you're like me and balling on a budget, this gold paint here is barbecue paint, so you can pick that up in your local barbecue section. It's a lot cheaper than the actual high heat stuff. We're going to go put on our oxygen sensor, put some copper anti-seize on it before so it comes back out when you want it to. And you know, she fits like a glove.
The life of a Mark IV, as Pac would say.
We're going to install, or at least go as far as maybe one of these days plugging in an oxygen sensor. You know, get with the times and the laws and such. So the connectors can be found under here, like so. Alright, now you just gotta tighten up the bolts and the clamps and stuff on your crappy eBay exhaust. Alright, let's get her back on her feet and see if we can get rid of a check engine light. Bam! That was aggressive.
Very nice. It's good in here.
Let's see what we got. 7 check engine lights is my guess. Yeah. Blah 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 blah. Okay. Erase everything. Let's see if we can keep driving with no check engine light and see how long that lasts.
Race done.
All right, let's go for a cruise. Shout out to my neighbor with that beautiful Beetle. Place for sale, let's go check it out. Alright, no check engine light.
We're good.
It's for sale.
Give us a
Perfect
thumbs
working
up.
condition.
Wonderful tutorial.
There's no longer 7 check engines. I fixed the vacuum leak. There's a cat on it. It runs.
She's running good. Amen. Amen.
She's brand new.
Yeah. Tune in next time for more how-tos and videos.
And you know, making fun cars less fun.
There you go.
This car used to be cool and spit flames, and now it doesn't do either of those.